United for Kids Foundation. Saving Nigeria. And indeed the world. One child, one heart, and one smile at a time.
It's sad we lost Fatima.
Fatima was just 9, and yet, she taught us strength, bravery. She dealt with her health issue, with such grace. And much as it's really, really sad that we lost her, we're proud and we're privileged to have been a part of her life.
Fatima's case is the perfect reflection of the kind of society we live in. A society where we have very little value for life and where a lot of things are taken for granted. Fatima, as a child, did not deserve to die the way she did. I mean, nobody has a say on how long you're here to live for. But if she got the necessary help at and when possible, I think she may have lived just a bit longer, or maybe she would not have gone through so much pain that she went through.
Much as it's really, really sad that we lost her, we're proud and we're privileged to have been a part of her life. She's an inspiration for us as UKF, and we pray and really pray that we never lose another child again.
The bad news, when it eventually came, had actually come to us before we took her out of Nigeria. We had contacted some doctors in India, and who, on seeing just her pictures and the brief medical reports, told us immediately she was going to die.
We will always remember Fatima.
It has improved my life since I came here. I learned a lot of things and new words I know about courage, and I read a lot of books which improved my life for me.
Abubakar is a pupil like many who has enjoyed the support of the United for Kids Foundation in Lagos, Nigeria. And just like several non-governmental organizations in Nigeria, they have a unique and measurable goal to save Nigeria and indeed the world, one child, one heart, and one smile at a time.
See the faces of the children, see how much they long to smile. Some have forgotten how to be happy. Others lost their childhood away too soon. But you and I can make the difference. You and I can make the change. Heal your world, take away this pain. Heal your world, one child, one heart at a time. Take the pain away. Ooh.
Reach out your hand, show that you can, let's make the world a better place. One child at a time. Reach out your hand, show that you can, let's make the world
United for Kids Foundation is committed to creating long-term solutions to direct problems facing children from socially and economically disadvantaged backgrounds.
UKF started when a group of like-minded professionals, people who had a strong work ethic and had a strong belief system, came together for the benefit of the less privileged children in our society. So it just started from, gathering stuff together, festive period, when children, who don't have any strong support, family or anything, need, people to look out for them. And that's how it started. We just got things together. And eventually in 2002, we became an incorporated trustee, registered at the CAC, and it's just grown from there.
And the foundation consists of volunteers, trustees, project directors, and donors, and people who want to make a difference in the life of children, people who have social conscience that want to give back to the society.
I'm Amina Yunus Ali. I work with United for Kids Foundation as the programs officer in charge of education.
I am Ololade Bayosini, the one in charge of UKF Library here in Adebule.
My name is Oluwakemi Komolafe. I'm program officer for United for Kids Foundation.
My name is Rukoyat Oshitade, and I'm a volunteer for United for Kids Foundation.
UKF for the children that we help, their parents, it's everybody. It's everyone who has an interest in helping the less privileged, especially the children, so that they can have a hope for tomorrow.
The foundation was set up exclusively to provide charity service, a charitable organization that assists children from less privileged homes, from disadvantaged neighborhoods with educational and medical services.
UKF really is about healing the nation one child at a time. So our objective really is connecting the less privileged child, the child from the disadvantaged background, the poor child, the sick child, and linking them with the middle class, high net worth individual or corporate entity who wants to help.
United for Kids Foundation conducts monthly visits to the pediatric section of the Lagos State Teaching Hospital, formerly known as Ikeja General Hospital. The purpose of this visit is to deliver groceries and provisional supplies needed to enhance the quick recovery and general well-being of the children on admission.
We visit the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital in Ikeja once a month, and we basically go to the pediatric ward where the young kids are. So the kids are actually the patients, they're the ones on admission. But you find that the parents are very tired, they've been staying with the kid all night or something. So we go there, we call them care packs. So we make up provisions for the children, and we also talk to the parents using the nurses, of course, to know which parent is unable to pay the bill, for instance, or which parent had been prescribed drugs and they don't have the funds to be able to get the drugs, or there's a test and they are unable to carry it out, just to do a little to lift that burden that the parent is carrying at that point in time.
Our program started with going there every third Saturday of the month to provide children who are critically sick with nourishment in terms of beverages, dairies, and also provide disinfectant and soaps and toiletries, just to ameliorate the condition that we find there.
United for Kids Foundation commits over $10,000 annually to the treatment relief programs for sick children admitted at the LASUTH. One of such pathetic cases identified at the LASUTH was that of an amazing 3-year-old Mubarak Olanrewaju, who was diagnosed of heart disease and needed swift treatment in India in the excess of 1.5 million naira.
My name is Mr. Olanrewaju Adebayo. I live at Olanrewaju Close, Ipaja, Ikola to be precise. I'm father to Mubarak Olanrewaju. February 2012. That was when we discovered this ailment. We were being referred to Luti Diaraba. It was through that test it was discovered that he's having a hole in the heart. That hole in the heart, it requires operation, and that operation cannot be carried out here in Nigeria. We needed to travel out to India. Due to lack of the fund, we need to cross from Lut to Lasut, Ikeja, because we need this help. Our money is not there. That was the time United for Kids Foundation coming. At least I do met about 3-4 people that say, where are you about this baby? Why don't you just leave him? His mother is having 4 children, whom happens to be the only one male child there. But that doesn't mean, I said, no, I will not allow this boy to die unless if God will. That is why I never gave up. Even at a point, he was telling me that, Daddy, I want to become a doctor.
Tí mo rí ní airport báyìí mo kúnlẹ̀ mo so mọ́ ní Ọlọ́run máa ṣe o. Ṣé ká tó gbé kúrò Ìkẹjà? Mi àmọ̀ pé lédè Indian. Ó dẹ̀ tún ló túbọ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣeun. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Ọkùnrin, obìnrin, ọmọdé ni àgbàlagbà ni. Mo dúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú àwọn náà. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú àwọn náà. Wọ́n ṣe mo dúpẹ́ o.
Before we left Nigeria, I said I want to be a member of UKF. I like to be a member of UKF, at least to contribute my own quota. So I never thought I would be in need of money like this in my life. But I thank you, God. I thank you, UKF. I thank you, Nigerians.
United for Kids Foundation is also conscious of the psychological impact of poor and orphan children.
We started with Lagos Motherless Babies Home, then in Victoria Island, now in Lekki. At a point, we discovered that some kids, the grown-up ones at the home, were no longer there. And on inquiries, we were made to understand that at a certain age, children transferred to another facility of the Lagos State government, which is the Children Transit Home in Idi-Araba. And we went in there and saw that the conditions were even worse than the Lagos Motherless Babies Home.
And what we do is we try and meet them, common phrases, meet them at their point of need. So if they need help with paying salaries, if they need help with materials, mattresses, food provisions, clothing for the children, whatever it is that the kids need at that time, we have a working relationship with the coordinators and the homes so that we're able to give them exactly what they need.
For a lot of people, sharing good times with family and loved ones have become a norm. But for these ones, it's a privilege they will cherish and take like it will never come again.
My name is Timmy. I am 8 years old. My father says that when I am 9, I will have to go out to fish with my brothers to help feed our family. But I don't want to work. I just want to stay at home and chase the cockerel around the world. You all know what a cockerel is? Yes. Who can tell me what a cockerel is?
United for Kids Foundation has given them some sense of belonging, and total strangers have become their fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters. The Lagos Motherless Babies Home, the Children's Transit Home, the Heart of Gold Children Hospice, and Bab es Salam orphanages are some privileged to be touched by the ever-caring arms of the United for Kids Foundation. In 2010, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization's Education for All Global Monitoring report stated that Nigeria alone contributed over 10% to the total global population of primary school children who were out of school in 2007. United for Kids Foundation is therefore committed to investing heavily in education and most especially early childhood and primary education.
We started affecting the school with our back-to-school program, and our focus there was some schools in Shomolu, which is a very disadvantaged neighborhood, Wesley and Wright School, Modupe School. When we began in 2008, we started with 34 schools, and we were able to give back-to-school supplies to 1,600 children. By 2012, our coverage was for 6,000 pupils in over 8 schools and 6 orphanages. The projection this year in September is to cover 29 facilities that include schools and orphanage homes. And the number of people we are considering are about 10,091 by the last count, which will keep increasing.
United for Kids Foundation's annual Back to School project provides school bags and essential school supplies to school pupils.
Back to school program that happens just as soon as the school resumes in September often. And we give bags, books, and other stationeries to kids, at this point in time. And it's always wonderful.
We also have a new program which we're very excited about, trying to get the kids to read. And so we establish libraries in some of the schools that we work with. And we have a reading club every week or so. And then we have the kids come in different groups. You come in, you have your library period. In the younger classes, we select a book. The coordinators read the books with them. We talk about your experience. It just helps them to develop a love for reading, which will in turn improve their work in school. And it's just, the child who can read will have a new way of looking at things. You read a book about a doctor, you read a book about an engineer, you read a book about somebody who's done something, and you say to yourself, this is what I want to be like. Irrespective of my situation, this is what I want to be like.
I read a book about the earth, and so I thought it would be okay to become a geologist.
So far, UKF has donated over 6,000 school bags, 60,000 notebooks, and over 20,000 pens, pencils, and crayons donated to children from low-income families between 2008 and 2013.
This is our work in UKF with the libraries is about changing a paradigm of the way things were, just teach, just let the kids go. I remember the first time that we wanted to start the UKF library in Ojudu, and one of the administrators actually stood up and said, these are kids that their parents sell akara on the street, puff puff. Why do you want to bring books into the library? So what do you want them to read books from Oyinbo land for? And it was really amazing for us because we knew then that it was going to be tough to change the paradigms of these teachers, of the school administrators, to helping these kids see better, see a different aspect of life. But we worked with it with persistence, with cooperation from the Lagos State Government, Ministry of Education, Lagos State State Universal Basic Board of Education, and some of the administrators themselves in the schools. We've been able to reach a kind of an agreement of some sorts in some of the schools.
On the 11th of January 2011, United for Kids Foundation obtained approval from the Office of Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, to operate 2 free libraries at Adebule and Ojudu Primary Schools in Lagos State.
I'm very happy for United Kids Foundation for coming to our school. In as much as I met them here, and they've been doing marvelously well for us. But by the time I came, I saw that the school library was innovated by UKF. And at the same time, they really train our children for reading culture. And being in the library is one of their priorities, in which they believe that once a child can read, it has become a leader in anywhere, in any circumstances. So they've been performing extremely well and very beautiful. I'm very happy with them.
A total population of over 3,000 pupils have benefited directly from the successful operations of this library.
My name is Esther. I'm happy with the library and I can read this book. The book's name is Tom and Tom.
There are some words that I can't spell before, but now I can spell them better.
On a good day, we have close to 60 to 70 children in this library alone, and this library serves 2 schools. To do more well for these kids, we need a new library structure that can sit 100 kids at a go. This is our goal for our libraries this year. This is why we need you to really support us in UKF.
United for Kids Foundation plans to establish at least 8 additional free libraries. United for Kids Foundation conducted an assessment of some schools in Lagos State. Adebule Primary School happened to be one of them. The condition of the school was alarming, as availability of basic infrastructure and educational materials needed to ensure good quality education in a comfortable environment was nothing to write home about.
With the present building, somebody came in commending the effort and said if the rest will be done, this place, people will appreciate it.
Several classrooms had bad floors, no ceiling fans, serious health hazards due to lack of clean and safe water. Some had lack of modern toilet facilities, collapsed classrooms and roofs, no playground equipment, and other social development aiding materials. We believe these problems have severe negative impact on the ability of the pupils to learn and even the teachers to deliver effectively, hereby placing the children at an unfair disadvantage when compared to their counterparts in private schools. United for Kids Foundation has been able to bring smile and hope for some devastating cases by constructing a secure fence around the entire school compound, renovated the school's toilet at Adebule Primary School, installed clean water systems, and even expending over $20,000 on construction of new furnitures and providing generating sets as well. These libraries will mark a great turnaround in the lives of these pupils, with some outstanding pupils identified